All right, kids. Get rid of that countdown, I think. Yep. A few seconds. We're going to start here. We're going to start doing live them's fighting words so we can all hang out for a little bit. I don't know. We'll pick a time together. Which is about 7 o'clock out here in Chicago on Thursday. And, we got comments open. Hell, we got a phone line open. Oh, we could do phones too. All right, guys. Dominick Izzo out here in Chicago. Izzo Wing Chun. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I was a while ago. Yo, Richard G. What's up in the chat, man? Powerhouse Gym? Which one? Where are you out of? That's awesome. A while ago, I was doing live content every now and then with you guys. And, going over just comments and stuff like that, and I want to make this. Jose, what's going on? Man, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that right away. Metal Dad 1967. Oh, today's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. Shit, thank you, it's Wednesday. Totally, thank you. Dude, my days are all screwed up. It is Wednesday, it's not Thursday. Let's do live, let's hang out. I was enjoying the Them's Fighting Words podcast, so to speak, and with guests and whatnot, and I'm going to enjoy this. I've had this page now for over 10 years, and I want to consistently interact. I'm not somebody who truly has enjoyed the comment section, because I get just as fucking hot-headed in the comment section that everybody else does. So, I'm like, let's open it up for some shit. We have a chat open. I can see you guys in the chat over on, and this is both on, I'm running this on Facebook, our Izzo Wing Chun page on Facebook, and our Izzo Wing Chun channel on YouTube. Also, you want to call in? Dude, phone, 708-982-0974. You can see the number scrolling at the bottom of the screen there, 708-982-0974. Let's go over some stuff and do some Q&A and just see wherever this goes. Let's just hang out is what we're going to do. But I'm going to say this. I want participation from all you guys. That's essential. You're from Macapa, Brazil. Man, I'm going to screw that up. I'm sorry about that. How are things out in Brazil? I want, Hey, Izzo, Bolingbrook check-in. I actually took lessons from Phil Nearing back in 86. Dude, I say it all the time. I've got such a love-hate relationship with Phil because I didn't like how he handled shit, and I didn't like how arrogant he was, but I cared. He was a very big father figure to me when I studied under him, and I truly loved the man. I would have done anything for him, but he was pissed when I was there. He was pissed. I had private lessons with him Mondays and Wednesdays minimally, and sometimes Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And I'm not lying. I'm not fucking lying. The lessons would be the first 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes, minimum, sometimes an hour. He'd be pissed off about Matt Johnson. And he'd talk about how he wants to go over and break Matt Johnson's arms. And Matt Johnson was one of his senior students who Matt got tired of his shit before I got there. And he left and went under Sam Kwok, and then usurped Sam Kwok and went to Ip Ching. Matt's been nothing but good to me over the last several years. I have nothing bad to say about. It was Simon Lau's school in Devon in Rogers Park. Then you got the good Wing Chun. Phil never taught us that. Phil never taught us the Simon Lau lineage of Wing Chun. I didn't get that till I went to Syed. And, it's not that I'm pissed at it, because I got what Syed didn't get, which was a lot of the chi sao element for energetics. So I'm very glad. I've had a brilliant Wing Chun career. Danny Halligan, who was very brutal in his fighting skills, very practical. Danny taught military and law enforcement. Danny also, I don't know if he had one or two sons, but his son wrestled. So Danny had an insight to that, which was where I was like, dude, this is awesome. And Danny was my height. So I learned shorter man's Wing Chun. And then when Danny stopped coming out from Iowa, because Danny would come out like once or twice a month from Iowa, and we'd have a big 4 or 5 hour Saturday training day, and then we'd take whatever he taught us, and we would just drill the shit out of it for the entire few weeks until he came back into town. And then went to Phil. It was a chi sao class, chi sao. And the one thing I really liked is when I went to Syed had said that one of the things he was worried about was me being stiff, and he goes, "You weren't." I had my distance was off. I had a defensive mindset, not an aggressive mindset for Wing Chun. I was playing chess in Wing Chun instead of attacking. So I love my path because it went from fighting to then the martial art of Wing Chun. And then when I got to Syed, it's like, all right, let's put this shit together and make you a fucking weapon. Brad ZY. Hello, Izzo. Really enjoy the content. Love from England. I was wondering your opinion on Sam Kwok. I had nothing bad. I like Sam. I like him. I was the catalyst. Phil bitched every day about both Sam and Matt Johnson. Every day. Sam and him had a falling out over money, of course, on a seminar. This was before my time. Phil's mom passed away. I've told this story before. Phil's mom passes away 07, 08, maybe somewhere around there. Maybe it was 09. I don't remember. But somewhere around there, maybe 08, 09. And I reached out to Sam Kwok and said, hey, just let you know, I'm under your former senior student, Phil Nearing, because Phil was Sam Kwok's chief ambassador out here in the United States before Tony Massengill dicked his way into that. And then I have no love for Massengill at all. I really don't. He's a scumbag. And then what the hell was I going to say? Yeah, don't pretend for 1 second that because you get some nice streaks out of me, I'm not going to actually. I don't hold grudges with the shitheads over the years who've always been assholes. Massengill's one of them. I think he's a scumbag human being. Shit. So yeah, I sent Sam an email saying, hey, Phil's mom passed. You may want to get a hold of him. And he did. And then he came out here for a seminar. That was the last day. The Sam Kwok seminar was the last day I trained with Phil. Sam comes out, and Sam used me as the demo dummy for the seminar, and I felt really good about it. And at the end of the seminar, Phil paid me a compliment and said, Sam said you've got good chi sao, and that was it. I'm like, oh man, this is great. My ego went up times 10. And then, so I got kicked out of Phil's class because myself and one of his guys, Zima, who's Mike Zima, super fucking nice guy. He's in Phil's video. He's the tall guy that Phil is chi-sawing with. Zima put a video clip up of like me and Sam chi-sawing up online on YouTube because YouTube was just starting to get popular. And the next thing you know, we get this email from Phil that he's pissed and how dare you put up footage without permission from me and my Sifu and this and that. Then I get an email. It's like, before you come back to fucking class, we have to sit down and have a conversation. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm a grown man. I'm a police officer, and you're going to speak to me this way? And I realized what it was. He was threatened. Phil was fucking threatened because everybody had said that Phil should start a YouTube channel, and because I have a presence and the ability to talk to the camera, that I should be featured on it. Phil didn't fucking... Same thing happened with my police chief and everybody else, every other male that I've ever worked with who has ever been threatened because I have a charismatic presence for the camera. So, yeah, that was it. I never went back. I was like, it was a big email exchange between Phil and I. And, I mean, I sat there. I tried to patch things up a few years, maybe it was a few years later on. Oh, I got a cease and desist letter from one of his students, Marty, who was a lawyer. He was like, don't teach. You're not authorized to teach Phil Nearing Wing Chun. I'm like, fuck you, petty little cunt. So that was that. But I never went back. I think I sent him an email a couple years later, you know, expressing I did miss him and this and that. And you know, I heard about you training with Syed. And he had to make sure to let me know that Syed was far more advanced than I ever could be. No shit, motherfucker. That's why I asked him to be my Sifu, because the guy is superiorly advanced to me. And then one of my old classmates, Dan, and I got together, who were under Danny Halligan together, and Dan was impressed with my Chiefs Out game, got a lot more aggressive under Phil, or under Syed. But then it was like, yeah, I heard you got together with Dan, and Dan kicked your ass. I'm like, no, he fucking didn't, whatever. GW, hey, saw your critiquing of mixing boxing and Wing Chun as shown in Sifu Singh's video. Was wondering if you were also negative about the mixing of Wing Chun and submissive wrestling. It's not that I'm negative. It's just here's the deal, maybe. I don't need to mix it. Because if I go in for, let's just say, a rear naked choke, if I blow my way in, oh, that's rough. If I explode my way in, crash my way in, and I get to some guy's throat, and he gives me his back, and I slip in a rear naked choke, can I argue, well, it's not a rear naked choke. It's actually jump sow energy, then to lan sow energy, and then I reinforce with woo. It's not a rear naked choke. See, it's a woo sow energy. I mean, are the shapes still there? They are. Can you apply the concepts there? You can. The problem I have with talking about mixing is then all of a sudden, traditionally, with how lazy Americans are, we do not finish a task at hand before wanting to jump to the next thing. We don't. I will tell you, over the years, I've gone back and forth with, do we start with Selim Dow teaching, or do we start with Bill G and then go backwards? Because Jin Yun and I had that conversation a long time ago. If I ever started teaching again and somebody wanted Wing Chun from me, I would make them sign a 5-year contract. You are obligated to training with me for 5 years. You're going to pay 6 months in advance. And you know what? You're going to get the thing. You're going to be doing a center line punch for weeks until I see that there's some motor skill you identify and your body understands it. And then we're going to go forward from there. So the problem I have with that shit is that it's not mixing. It's because a punch is still a punch, right? If I throw a perfect centerline punch down the range, but my elbow's off a little bit because of body structure, position, whatever, size-wise, personal injury, are you going to say, oh, his elbow was flared out to the side, that was clearly a hook punch, and he mixed boxing in there? I think we're too obsessed with mixing. And not to mention this, when you really think about it, how many fucking people out there are ever really going to get in a fight? How many? The amount of keyboard warriors is infinitely more than anybody who's ever going to get in a fight. And we all know it's always well, let's see it work in MMA. You know what? I'm older. I don't care anymore. I don't have time for that kind of crap. And going to go from there. Yeah, dude, you don't have to agree with anything. I mean, that's completely fine. Get your point about mixing. This is GW again. The idea that you're losing conceptual cohesion, I think there's some validity to that. If that's for you, dude, you do it. You do it. It's not for me. That's it. I am so secure in my Wing Chun, I don't need to fucking throw anything else in there. I just don't. So that's that. Sean Hunter, is Wing Chun effective in a street fight? If you can make it effective in a street fight, if you could fight, Yeah, I guess so. Jose, what's your opinion about Silam Wing Chun, which is being spread in Europe? They say it's Wing Chun that does not come from Ip Man's lineage. Well, Ip Man wasn't the only Wing Chun guy that was out there. Let me see this. I'm not familiar. Let me take a look, and let's take a look together, and I'll answer that fucking question, I guess. Silam organization. All right, let's take a look at this. Okay. I don't know who this is. Let's look at Wing Chun sparring. Let's just pick something at random and check it out. Hello. Oh, we're circling. We're buffering. What the fuck? Okay, did you see what that was? All right. Number one, oh, God, I hate when people put on gloves and fucking headgear to spar. I mean, I'll shut the fuck up for a little bit. What is this? Tap, 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 tap. No, if this... I'm solely basing this off of this video already. I don't like this. Again, I know it's training. I know it's training. What? I don't know what the fuck we're doing here. You know what this is? All this is boxing sparring with no hook punches. Just straight line in. That's it. And it sucks. 40 seconds in, I already don't like this. So let's see what else is going on. But now this is not indicative to Silam Wing Chun. It's indicative to this particular school. And I know nothing about it. And, of course, I'm judging. And, all right, let's see. Wing Chun Kung Fu Chi Sao Section 1 entry. All right, let's take a look. Oh, my gosh. What's your problem?
So how do we get into the first section entry? It's quite simple.
What the hell, man? Come on, it's not buffering.
As long as you've trained your forms and your Hun Saos correctly, and you can find the Hun Sao video in the description below, then with my left arm, I rotate, Hun Sao, control, grab, with the thumb, not without the thumb. So I rotate the left hand, here, grab, boom, and I do...
I'm very big on thumbless grabs because... Again, if I'm going to critique or assume based off of a video, as this guy's talking, watch his right hand intentionally flop over as he's going. It shows, in my opinion, based off of anatomy, to me, it seems like the primary driver, instead of being his elbow, is his hand. Again, I don't know. I'm basing this all off on assumption, but I don't like how that looks. He does look like he's got a lot of intent in his hand. And that's not our Wing Chun. We want our intent in our elbow. So that's the driver behind everything, the link between your wrist, which is where all your weapons come out of your wrist, and then your hip, which is attached to your legs, and that's going to be where the power is going to come out from. I don't like thumb grabs in Wing Chun because you're committed to them, and then it does turn into a grappling. I don't like grabbing until you get to the throat. End of story.
Continuous motion, one continuous motion, one continuous motion. So that's the right arm, low elbow, grabbing control, high elbow, and come underneath and tap my ribs, no good, yeah? So control here, and then with the other hand I simply shift my foot, right hand, controls here. Both elbows are very low, not up like this. You get hit underneath very easily. I take control, my legs are linked in with my elbows, so they're very, very strong.
Yeah, he's got it right on that. That's a good thing. I'm glad he recognizes that.
So notice what I'm not doing is this, and pulling him like this, because guess what? If you pull someone towards you, guess what they're going to do? They're going to attack you. Whoa, it's going to hurt a lot, that elbow. Yeah? So we don't want to do that. We want to take control of his body and his arms by shifting it away from me like this. So now I've got a really nice angle to then generate this next attack. I mean, you might not even get to the first section. You might just need to do this entry and do the attack if someone hasn't got any forward energy.
I'm already losing interest in this because it's a cheese out game. I don't like this. Guys, don't forget, you want to sponsor this and you like what I do, there's a super chat button on there. Hit that super chat. Hit it. You're like, well, I don't want to do the super chat. Great. Go over to PayPal, Izzo Wing Chun. Show some love and support what we're doing. Based solely to answer your question, Jose, off of this, I don't like it. It's Kung Fu-ish, which is fine. It's not the Wing Chun that fascinates me. Sean Hunter, what do I think of Sifu Tony Watts on YouTube? I love the guy. He was one of the original ones that I was watching a long time ago when I first really fell into enjoying the art. Tony Watts, I think, is a ton. His teaching is really good. He's just so you get sucked in when he teaches, and I think it's awesome how he does that. Yeah, Kim Chan not closing the gap to finish the job. That goes back in the sparring. GW, when you spar, do you always do gloveless? Yeah, because what's the point? What's the point? I don't see any. Well, you get popped in the face. You better know what it's like to get popped in the face, so you're not so comfortable getting popped in the face, and that you know that shit. This is a distance, and oh, I got my lip cut. Dude, no, I don't like sparring with gloves. I don't. I just don't. GW also says I'd rather spar gloveless with just open hand slaps than gloves on. It's like slap boxing. Right? It's right. Same thing. GW also says, I don't think people realize how much gloves changes the way that people fight. When I did the Super Cop boxing event, I had the 18 ounce, the big pillows on my hands. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, it sucked. I hated having those giant like pillows on my hands where I was like, this is really stupid. I couldn't stand that stuff. Yeah, what I want to do. So I don't like that as well either. Let's go over some comments to ask you guys. I will address this one. This video is pissing people off so much, and it's exactly why I posted it. Jesse, who does the karate, where the hell did I post it at? Yeah, he does YB, 3.4 million views, and I titled it BJJ didn't work. BJJ didn't work. I posted this, and it really made people's teeth fucking curl. I'll play it for you now.
Entering a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament to prove that it doesn't work. They say 90% of fights end up on the ground, but 100% start standing up, and that's where we want the fight to end. Yet there's a whole martial art dedicated to this worst-case scenario. That's like my karate class practicing how to get knocked out. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu only works if you play along with it. And to prove my point, I'm gonna enter a tournament on the street and simply stand up.
It's finally time to see if Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu works when you don't play along.
I love this.
All I want to do is push his hands away. That's when he does something I never imagined. He just lies down and tries to pull me on top of him. But of course, it doesn't work, because I just stand up. That's when the referee suddenly stops the action.
The amount of people who were pissed at this video in the comment section is hilarious. Because when BJJ first came out, and of course, arts like Wing Chun were on the fucking frying pan there, or just on the it was, you know, a white belt in BJJ could kick the shit out of anybody in any art. Well, it blows me away how here we are now. That was a white belt tournament, and the amount of people in the comment section have to go, we'll try that on a blue belt. So wait a second. Didn't you guys say you could do this on a friggin' white belt and be fine with it? And again, too, define winning in a fight. If you don't get in the fight, it's like you won. It's like, holy shit, dude. And this is the greatest comment I've ever seen. Yeah, no fight works when one party doesn't engage in the fight. That's the entire point. That is the entire point, for the love of God. You can't lose if you simply don't play, 100%. Every married man can tell you most fights start when you sit down. Oh, God. Oh, thank God I never got married. I want to see some of the other ones here. Yeah, BJJ, does BJJ work? Joins a white belt comp. So that statement right there is the epitome of every internet warrior's argument when it comes to why Wing Chun won't work and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Why is it that when it comes to any other martial art that is not MMA-based or BJJ-based, it's the totality of the art that is criticized, but when it's these guys, it's the level of the martial artist. Does that make sense? Meaning that I've been saying for years, you take a guy who's been doing Wing Chun for 20 years, and he's 5'7", and he's 110 pounds, stick him in the MMA, and he's, I don't know, 50 years old, whatever, and he goes up against a 26-year-old guy who's in the same weight class, but he's jacked, and he's been doing MMA and all this stuff, and he kicks the shit out of the Wing Chun guy. I'm going to say, well, the guy did the traditional Kung Fu kind of shit, had the mentality of a soft Wing Chun guy, 50 years old, all this shit, and lost to a 22-year-old better conditioner, 26-year-old better conditioner. And you go, oh, see, Wing Chun doesn't work. But if we do it the other way, and you take me, all right, almost 50, yeah, jacked, strong as fuck, tactics expert, have a fighting mentality, Wing Chun forever, wrestling forever, and I go in and I kick the shit out of somebody, well, that guy was only a white belt. Oh. So now when my art wins, because it's the fighter, not the art, you're going to say, well, you go against a blue belt now. Okay, so if I go against a blue belt, so what if I go and I go pick, I'm 230 pounds, and I take a 110-pound female Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, and I just use my body weight and just jam her right in the floor, knock the fucking wind out of her, she can't breathe, and I step on her throat and end the fight. Oh, we got to try a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You can't get away with that in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. The goalpost is fucking always moving with you clowns when it comes to this. You're just butthurt because this proved the point. It's so stupid. Yeah. Trained fighter wearing a black belt shows up and sandbags a white belt for a tournament. Simply amazing. You must be so proud. Well, yeah. Yeah, because that's what you guys had said for years, was that a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu white belt can go and just stack ass in every fucking thing they ever come up on. All right, you guys are more than welcome to join. I like when you guys are in the chat. You have something to say. Remember, you guys, there's that call number, man, 708-982-0974. The country code is 1 if you're out of the United States. Yes, the point. Enter a wrestling competition, don't wrestle. That was the whole point of the video, is that for BJJ to work, you actually had to have somebody you could take down to the ground. So I guess the thing that here is, if you're a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu white belt, you can't fucking fight. Until you're a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, you can't fucking fight. That's what the 7,000 plus comments of this video have to say. I feel sorry for you. It sucks, yo. Sour Patch 67. Can you check out Wan Cam Leong Practical Wing Chun? Yes, I can. Let's do that together. See, this is audience participation that I like. I want this from you guys, man. This is a time where we spend together and we chill, we do this stuff, we hang out. All right, let's check this out. Wan Cam Leong Practical Wing Chun, Germany. Oh yeah, I've known him. I've never met him. But I like his, was he under Wang Shenglong? Let me see. He's always had suspenders and stuff. Yeah, he's got good footwork, and his chi sao is very tight. I've always liked his stuff. I don't know what his lineage is, but I would assume he does look like he's got some influence from Wang Shengliang. I don't know. Let's take a look, because if that's his student, then let's look at that community. Is he found? Let's see. I don't know. Let's go take a look. Take a look some more. Oh yes. Oh, he does have. Oh, he is. Wang Shenglang. Was he Wang Shenglang's student? GW, I agree with the point that BJJ is overhyped, but that video didn't do it for me. I don't care. Whatever. Dan O, what are your thoughts on KFM? Just came out yesterday, and it seems pretty cool. What is KFM? Okay, KC Fighting Method? You didn't see the Dark Knight series? That's what they based on that. Yeah, I figured. Glenn, thanks, man. It's practical. It's Wang Shenglong lineage. Yeah, I mean that should be the standard of anybody who wants to learn Wing Chun. I think that if you go like Wang Shenglong, just is going to give you a better foundational base for footwork. I really do. I think you'll get better pressure concept taking in when you have that. And I'll go there. Sour Patch. Yeah, you also learn Qigong from the Southern Praying Mantis. Those Southern Praying Mantis guys they're just as brutal as Wing Chun guys. I like them a lot. Let's go look at some comments that you guys have. I did say, is this a good time for you guys? Like 7 o'clock Central? Is that a good time? Because I asked, let's see, a little poll. 92% of people who voted, there's only 36 votes on a channel with 120,000 subscribers, say I should go live. The comments. Yes. Okay. Done. Izzo Wing Chun. How about live demonstrations with hater keyboard warriors? No. I don't care about that. If people want to be haters, I don't care. We're in a day and age where everybody's fucking miserable. Leave them alone, dude. Leave them alone. All right, let's look at some comments that you guys have off of stuff. Let's see. Blown Interceptor 71. Oh, dear Lord. Come on, dude. That's about Grandmaster Wing or Fred Villari. It's a video I did on Fred Villari. He passed away a little while ago. I trained in his system for about 15 years, give or take. The techniques are taught, some good, some bad. My instructor at the time was the instructor in East Haven, Connecticut. I will not mention his name. From what I've learned, my instructor was crap. You had to do everything by the book, question some of his techniques. I questioned some of his techniques as not being good for a situation in real life. My instructor looked at me and said, do them how I teach them. I mean, come on. Doing 2 or 3 moves an attacker is one, 2 attackers, 1 move never made sense to me at all. Now, fast forward a few years ago, and I discovered Grandmaster James Broussard. Wow. We'll look at him up. And it goes on with your experience about that. I appreciate that. I mean, it's a system, right? And you're going to school, and that's the difference between being a martial artist and a fighter. Let's check this out. Let's check out, see what he does with Shaolin Kempo Karate. This cool stuff. I liked Grandmaster Fred Villari stuff. I never met him. That's just cool shit, man. I don't have any problem with this stuff. I think it's fucking awesome. I got turned on to martial arts when I was a kid because of Jeff Speakman, right? The Perfect Weapon. And Jeff Speakman, I'm from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Jeff Speakman from 2 towns over. Now, I never knew him, never met him. But we didn't have Kempo Karate out here. So I wrestled instead. And, well, obviously I was wrestling at the time and then found Speakman stuff. But when I found Wing Chun by accident, I'm like, oh, I'm going with this. I'm going with Wing Chun. It was great. Let me see. Secrets of Hidden Hands. Grandmaster Jim Brassard. Oh, my God. Would you just go, dude. All right, we got Elvis. I don't need to get a copyright thing here. We see you. Do we have any instruction? Okay, where's it start?
All right, we're going to look at a hand strike now. This is about the blue-green curriculum. This is one of the most undervalued strikes there is, and I can't teach enough of it. It's the beginning of the Hidden Hand series, and a good foundation with this one strike alone, and you add it to your
Ed Arnold, I'm such a loser. Send your mom over this way so she can keep sucking my cock. How's that? Fucking dolt.
martial arts will boost your...
Ed, do you masturbate to me at home, like with pictures of me, like from online? Seriously, I've never met somebody who comes to my stuff and is like, you drool. If you're gay, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I'm talking to Ed Arnold over on Facebook, who looks like he's a fucking toxic drunk, and his wife left him for God knows how long, if he was even married. But I appreciate your content. It's always fucking fun to read. Ed, and your name is Ed, by the way. I mean, no disrespect to me, his name is Ed, but how much lack of effort did your parents put in to naming you, for the love of God? Ed, holy shit. Go back and stop feverishly pulling the skin on your cock to my videos. You're going to get chafed, you dolt.
skills among many martial artists. I'm going to ask Lester, can I borrow you to help me? Okay, he doesn't have to help me, he just has to stand there. Okay, now we have our palms. Now, you have a palm heel to the nose, nothing better. Okay, nothing better than...
Oh, he's East Coast, isn't he? Nothing better.
It's just a horse stance, just for the basics, so they can see. That's right about there. Good. Now, palm... Okay, we have a downward, but here's the one I want to cover, not the downward. I want to cover the upward palm. Okay, from here. Do you see that coming?
No, sir.
It comes, the upward palm.
I like this stuff. I never had a problem with Shaolin Kempo Karate. A, because they got kids involved in the martial arts. I thought it was awesome. Hiram, thank you so much for that. Get a little bell here for Hiram. You rock for clicking over on that super chat. Yes, Hiram's great. You guys, hit that super chat. What are you doing? Donate. Support the show. Support the channel. Go to Izzo Wing Chun over on, what do you call it? PayPal. Ed, if your mom is done with her weekly gangbang and she wants to take the money she made from that, she could donate about 10% from it. I'll be rich. Let's see, over on there. What is it? Sean Hunter, what's your opinion on Mighty Mouse from the ULF or Street Beefs? I have none. Au contraire, has anyone been following the back and forth between Sifu Sergio and Hendrik Santos? Hello. Nope. Not a thing. GW, thanks for highlighting Justin Ock. His stuff is great. He is. Justin called me a couple days ago. We had an awesome conversation. I'm going to have him on as a guest for the Them's Fightin' Words podcast, hopefully in the next, well, we're coming up on Christmas time, so maybe hopefully before or after Christmas time. I don't know. Hiram Bifidum, I hope I pronounced that right, dude. I always screw that up. I never thought, thank you very much by the sponsorship, by the way, the donation, appreciate that. I never thought of that way, but be the water, or be like water. Maybe both JKD or Wing Chun Fighting's ability to adapt and be able to apply world philosophy to modern and every life day concepts. Yeah, it does, dude. Yeah. One of the things that we used to talk about, like with relaxation, water's relaxed, flows. I used to talk about how it applied when I went to like domestic circumstances as a cop. If you're so zoned in and you're so tense and you're not like water and I'm focused on the bad guy who's in front of me, maybe I don't see the other bad guy who walks into the room with a knife because I'm so relaxed. Be like water is going to free me up and going to give me more of, what do you call it? Fluidity in the circumstance. Richard G, that belt though, come on, dude. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th Dan striped. You know what? Here's the deal when you think about it, as much as you want to mock, not you, but whoever, mock people like this, would you want to fight this dude? I wouldn't. It's like there's a guy out here who does Shotokan karate. He's the head of the Illinois Shotokan Karate Association, John DePasquale. John has got to be in his 60s, maybe. You could not pay me to stand in front of that man and trade blows. No way. No way. His hands are like fucking rocks, dipped in like steel and then hardened. He's been doing his craft for 40, 50 years. Why would you ever want to challenge somebody like that or mock somebody like that on that? And then Sobek Rahuru, I hope I pronounced that right. No disrespect whatsoever. What are your thoughts on Professor Watts from Moyet lineage? I've covered that before. Dude, love that guy. I've always liked Sifu Tony Watts, Professor Watts. For those who don't know, I'll pull up some of his videos. I think he's just very, very charismatic. He's extremely intelligent. Tony Watts, Wing Chun. Isn't he New York? Isn't he? I want to play just a little bit. We'll pick a video, and hopefully the audio will be good. Listen to him talk and how he teaches. I just think he's great. I've always liked him. Miter 999. Who have I mentioned that you thought of? You guys watch this for a second. I'm going to hit the head.
Grandmaster Watts, I'd like to ask you something. I know you in the zone, like people do different forms and stuff like that at different branches of Wing Chun. What's your opinion before I know I don't want to take too much of your time, so, but what's your opinion about the different branches? Are all Wing Chun similar with the principles?
What I would say to you, see, a lot of people don't know the real lineage of Wing Chun.
Yeah.
Just went and got bits and pieces.
Yeah.
All the Wing Chun's good. It's up to the individual and their creativity and their open-mindedness to research.
Oh, John DePasquale, Miter. Yeah, that guy's, he's a karate master. He is an awesome martial artist.
These forms were just one form.
Yeah.
Then they were broken down to many forms.
Yeah.
The weapons and all to simplicity, to the shortest point. And for the monks to learn fast enough so they could deal with the Manchu government when the Manchus went to overrun the Shaolin Temple. You see, so the system was designed to be simplicity, continuity, economize emotion, and be able to get to the point. It was a non-traditional system, wasn't taught for sport or hobby. It was strictly business. And unfortunately, the Manchu government, when they were putting this plan together, raided the monastery. So Umoy, Udishanan, got away with all the literature and wisdom that was put together by all the abbots in the monastery. You see, so when people say, oh, I saw someone do this in 118, I seen someone do this in 108. Well, if you look at everything, everything has a total similarity. And a lot of the movement is alternative movement. If you couldn't move a big person, right? Where I'll give you a perfect
I just love this
example.
guy's teaching.
At me. He strikes at me, and I do this. And I don't move him, right? I can hit him with a side kick. But say I'm a smaller man who couldn't move him, also he struck, and I went like this now, I kick with the front leg. See? I kick with the front leg, I kick the front knee rather than the side kick. So
if you've never watched Tony Watts' stuff, Professor Tony Watts, I think his passion really comes through in his teaching, and I really like him. Always have. I thought he's been just somebody who was great. He's just somebody that you want to listen to, right? It doesn't matter how many years I've been doing this. When I do come across his content, I have nothing to add. I just like listening to him because he's just a great teacher. Hiram, basically, Bruce Lee was ahead of his time in a lot of ways. You name, blend, diet, and protein shake supplements, homeopathic remedies, and so on. Okay. Sean Hunter, absolutely. All right. Hear him again. Wing Chun style, Kung Fu style was developed by either for or by like farmers in China being able to defend themselves. Sifu Sergio is the guy to go find out Wing Chun history on. I think he is somebody who has done a ton of research on the true history of where it came from. I think he's got like the encyclopedia of Wing Chun at his on his page because he's done so much fucking research into it. So don't take my word for the history of it. I would check out Sifu Sergio's on it. Guys, if you're enjoying this, make sure you support the channel. Hit that super chat. Show us some love. If you don't want to do the super chat, like Hiram did, thank you so much. You can go and donate and sponsor the channel at Izzo Wing Chun on PayPal. We will take your kind donations from energy. Like money is energy on there. Let's see. This is a comment on the video I posted yesterday with Sifu Singh on there. Being a good fighter is more psychological than anything. My teacher was not in good shape, and he was old. Kind of like me. He got into real fights up to a couple of years before he died. He was abused badly and had to fight every day. I'm glad I had him for a teacher. I learned from a fighter, and I'm very fortunate. The Chinese martial arts he taught me worked very well. That is awesome. It's a sad story, but it's awesome to hear. I appreciate that on all different levels there. Let me see what else. Go over your comments. You guys got anything to say? The chat, man. I appreciate the chat being open. You guys got comments. It's better to interact. You guys are more than welcome to call in and voice your 2 cents. 708-982-0974. I'd like to make this a regular occurrence with you awesome peeps to just talk martial arts and stuff that you enjoy. And what do you say? Interact with you because you guys make the channel worth it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shit to do about it. Well, let me look at some older videos to see if you guys have any comments on those from anything before. This was from watching Ip Man forums. Oh, dude. So I did this video on Ip Man's forms, which I really think are horrible. One of the things I can't stand is that people take the Ip Man, like whatever, the 35 millimeter films that he did before he died on the wooden dummy. And then there was Selim Dao and Chum Q. He didn't do Bill G, apparently, or whatnot. And they're like, yeah, this is how you should be. Dude, the guy was like 80 pounds soaking wet, and he died apparently like 2 weeks after this because he was dying of cancer. So if you really looked at in the video, like when he's doing the dummy, he's winded. They got to stop in between takes because he can't. I mean, he's a shell of a man. Look how thin his arms are. The problem with martial arts fantasy foo, as Light Burley would say, is you think that Ip Man in this condition could kick the shit out of somebody. A stiff breeze would blow him over. And it gives people the false ideology that you don't need. Like what's his name? Lung Ting. I would not recommend you lift weights for Wing Chun. Really? Been lifting weights all my life. It does me just fine being stronger and having muscle mass behind a punch when you know how to relax it. So the problem with the Ip Man videos, look, he's out of breath, is that he can't function, and people had thought, oh, I need to be rail thin to really make my Wing Chun work. And let's see one of the comments from here. This is from Juancito Aguiar, 9405. I agree. If he had to fight at its core at the moment of the film as he had fought when he was younger, there's no way he had survived. That's ironic. I just said that. Great minds think alike. Look at that. Mentioning his medical condition brought it home for me. Also, Bruce Lee said, as soon as it becomes gospel truth, you limit yourself in a situation that's bound to get you in trouble. Not to mention, it makes the martial art look bad when somebody's insisting this is the way, indirectly saying they're masters. Gets their asses handed to them. Yeah, people literally will base their movements. Like, okay, let's look at this for a second. You'll have people who will freeze frame this and look at this structure. Now, I'm not disrespecting a man who, without him, we wouldn't have Bruce Lee, which I'd be fine over, and we wouldn't have what do you call it, Wing Chun over. But they'll sit, look at him, and I'll go, this is exactly how your bong sauce to be, and your woo sauce got to be this way, and you got to stand like this, because it was immortalized in celluloid. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't think so. Sean Hunter, what do you think of Light Burley in the 52 blocks fighting system? Well, Sean, you must be new to the channel. Let's see. First, let's do this one. There is this video for you to peruse whenever you want, Sean. It's Wing Chun in 52 blocks. That is officially 10 years old. Look how young we were there. I think that's because my computer's like, you're running too many programs, you mother effer. I understand. So there's, that's a young 10, that's 10. I think Light is a few months older than me. So he's the old man in this video, but that's me. Light is still in great shape. I have gotten fat. And then we did just passed it up. A 10-year anniversary kind of conversation with Light Burley and I just a couple of months, well, probably like 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. Now, this spinning wheel of shit is not the video itself. It's just on here. I'm waiting for it to get up on there. Yeah, I was a young me, dude. Dude, I was so young. Ridiculous. Well, I've got the fastest, strongest internet in the world. My internet is Wing Chun. I don't know why it's like spinning like this. It's so disheartening. But yeah, that's Wing Chun in 52 blocks with Light Burley is the podcast we did. That's us 10 years later. So what do I think about it? I think Light is one of the greatest human beings I've ever met on the planet. I think Light Burley is one of the best martial arts teachers on the planet. I think Light Burley is a friggin' fighter. I said yesterday in the video with Sifu Singh that very few people are both martial artists and fighters. I am not one of those people. I am a fighter. If the scale is tipped, fighter and martial artist, it's going to fighter. I'm not a martial artist. Sifu Singh is a superior fighter and a superior martial artist. I'm a superior fighter and an okay martial artist. Light Burley is a superior fighter and a superior martial artist. End of story. I hope that answers your question. If you like that, you can always go on the Super Chat and sponsor the show. Support the channels, kids. Support the channel. Show us your love. Hit that button and show us some love for what you do because you love us so much on this. Let me take a look at something. Yeah, young. I already addressed that, I think. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Remember, greatly appreciate that and be safe. I like when people pay me compliments and then like on my content, and then I'm like, dude, you're gonna keep watching and hate me, so I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. Let's look at some more comments that you guys have. I'm gonna go with the comment section, YouTube Studio. Where is the comment section? Comments. I want. Yeah, Johnny. The Pill Popper, 1974. Weight is 100% on the rear leg on the lung ting system. It is. It's 70-30, 60-40. It's whatever it needs to be, depending on who's teaching it. Let's see. This is Matt McDonald, 7112. This is in response to the BJJ didn't work video. The guy who taught me very basic jiu-jitsu also taught me takedowns front on. Head in the gut, wrap, lift, dump, hold top position. It was for MMA, but it would have destroyed your defense in this case. Okay, I don't think these people know that that's not me. I think they think that's me in the video. It's not, dude. Jesse's a lot taller than I am. What we else have here? The Warriors Garden 6316. Thing I like about Izzo is his honesty, brutality with his Wing Chun, and forward pressure as a JKD guy. I never liked the moving around stuff. Crash in violently, strike, trap the entire opponent. Keep it up, Izzo. I like watching your videos. Dude, thank you. Appreciate that. I gotta like some of these here as we go. Because I gotta show some love to you people commenting. Because I appreciate you taking the time out to comment. I'm a changed man. I love your comments. That's why I like Krav Maga. Krav Maga, we didn't have that in the area when I first started learning Wing Chun. Because I probably would have tried that too. But again, once I found Wing Chun, that was it for me. It really was. Oh, this was a video that I did when I critiqued Ed and Ken from Windy City Wing Chun. Love the video. This is from Joshua G, 8400. Love the video. And I study under Sifu Fong in Tucson, Arizona. He's the best. Ed is really down-to-earth person. I see him once in a while when he comes to Sifu seminars. You should come usually in April. Ed and Ken and I are going to have lunch after the holidays. So, I don't know, maybe we'll do something. So, Young Elder, what's my thoughts on Muay Thai? I think it's fucking awesome. I mean, come on. Kickboxer, you know, when I grew up, that was the movie that we all like to watch. You know, with Tong Po, they kick him, the blasters coming down the ceiling. And I think anything like that, their conditioning, oh, come on, dude. I guess we look at it this way. I have massive respect for other countries that dedicate themselves to martial arts. I think as a whole, in totality, I think the Chinese... All right, let's look at the Chinese military versus the United States military. If the Chinese military came over here and, there was a ground war, based on what I see in the military now, because the fact that we have men wearing skirts and lipstick and everybody's on TikTok, I think Chinese will walk all over us. And I think it's based on their discipline, too. I think if you take Thai boxers from their native country and the dedication and passion they have in it, I think they kick the shit out of any American over here. They're just more dedicated when it comes to their craft. Americans are fucking lazy. And they go do JKD. Did I say that out loud? I guess there's 7,000+ comments on this video with Jesse and that short. People fucking hate it, dude. This is watching the... Okay. Never mind. I already covered that comment. Okay, Wing Chun bridging drills. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, young age. I mean, it's how they train. Did you ever see the 100-man kumite? It's like those guys who do karate. I don't care how tough I am. I wouldn't want to fight them. I wouldn't. They take their training far more seriously than even I do in some things. So is what it is. Let me see what else is out there. The picture of Sam Kwok grabbing me by my throat. Rory RORYOHAL1. That would never happen in real life, except for it did. This photo with Sam Kwok grabbing my throat, that wasn't something that, like, he surprised me during Chisao and went right for. Can you not see his thumb is indented into the side of my fucking neck? I was choking in that picture. My hand is on his hand because I'm like, damn it, I have no idea. Oh, this Grandmaster Sam Kwok wants to do this. This was not a comfortable position to be in. It fucking hurts. So this came out of Chisao out of nowhere, and he did it so quick, and I was like, damn. So that was real. You piece of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at your comments, guys. I'm also looking on the chat. Guys got something to say? Great. Support the channel. Hit that super chat, you sons of bitches. Show some support for what we're doing here. I want to bring you guys more content, and I enjoy doing it. But if I'm going to be spending my time with you guys, I want to make this. Please interview Sifu Phil Romero if possible. I'm going to sit on that one. Because allegedly, he has not had nice things to say about me. I will verify whether or not that's true. And if it's true, no, I'm not going to have him on. Sean Hunter, what are your thoughts on Sambo? Again, it's fine. There's nothing wrong. I like all fighting arts, just ones I wouldn't do. Like, I would never do boxing because I did box. I'm a shorter man, and, it's just not for me. Universal Redguard, what do you think of Pentecat Silat? I think that's what Sifu Joseph Simonet. For those who don't remember, Sifu, he just passed away. He was one of the original YouTube guys from Wind and Rock, Key Fighting Concepts. He was a very big inspiration for me when I was younger in the art because he was bigger, American, wasn't that, he just recently passed, and it sucks. But, I mean, when you look at this guy, and he was one of the first ones to really capitalize off of, like, the training videos. And he had out DVDs and VHS systems. But anybody who ever said, I really shouldn't lift weights for martial arts, there's a video of him, I think he was 40 or 50, and he was seeing if he was benching 315. So it's like, all right, you're full of shit, dude. You should be lifting weights on this. And I just recently switched over to powerlifting. So I'm not a bodybuilder by any means, but I like lifting weights. And now I don't care about how I look or if I have a gut. I want to move as much weight as possible in my older age. So for me, I'm just starting powerlifting at 49 years old. And I like lifting heavy weights. Let's see. Let's look at some of his stuff. I've always liked his stuff. He was a class act, didn't take shit. Nice guy, hard ass. And let's look at some of his stuff straight by. And he was a great teacher. He really fucking was. This channel is Key Fighting Concepts, by the way.
All right, so we start linking them. And as Josh just said, Charlie said, it doesn't really matter our order. You can just switch the order as many ways as you want, okay? And we're just giving you an idea, and you can work with it. So now he's going to start off with palm elbow. And so Josh is here, and I'm going to palm him. I'm going to elbow him. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, grab, crash, crash, boom, right through him. And that's just a sequence. Developing those motor skills to seek and destroy, all right? Of course, in self-defense. Just kidding. Okay, so be cognizant of the lens and start slow and have fun. Try to keep some voice command, pop them in the head a little bit once in a while. No.
Yeah, I liked his stuff.
Away then, Josh. Stay on.
I like this stuff. He did a lot of stuff with wooden dummies. Lot of Eskrima. Let's see. Yeah, Kempo, Eskrima, Wing Chun.
Crossing Tan with edged weaponry. Now, the reason he's grabbing my wrist and he's controlling my wrist, both hands, we're going to go into crossing Talon C. So what happens here, create the fulcrum, hold on, come around, come to here, rip it. So as I dig, as the weapon goes, the edge of the blade goes deeper into here, and I'm pushing and pulling, he's just wanting to rip his own wrist off, okay? So, also, from here, hold on to it with that hand still, right to here, 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 here. We can also get both wrists, and then we can turn into, boom,
Yeah, I've always liked this stuff,
right
man.
into that position, okay?
Where's his wooden dummy stuff? This was the Wind and Rock. Where is he at? Was he? Well, he was. Some great wooden dummy stuff. Where's that? Comprehensive fighter entries. Let's take a look at this. I don't know.
Now I'm going to step through him a little bit and take a controlling body position. With the left hand, outside line, bang, bang, boom. I'm hitting, coming into here. Let me do that again. Straightforward footwork. Bang, here.
Look at the view of this, dude.
Adjustment.
You imagine? I mean, this is gold. Fucking, this is where you train. Oh, great.
Now I'm stretching him here, and I'm coming into a figure four, taking him to his back.
Brush, grab, strike, MMA applications. Yeah, even he had to bow down to the MMA craze as time went on, which is horse shit. But I mean, what are you gonna do? He had a it was his business. He had to market himself.
Referring to the seamless transitional integration. I've already said, empty hand, blade, stick. It's upper art, lower art. It's from traditional martial arts, MMA, or reality-based. It's also stand up to ground. You should be able to make that transition from a stand-up confrontation to the ground. Of course, that's what it's all about. This is dipping more into the MMA perspective. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to use the brush, grab, strike. Josh is going to counter. Then we'll go into the figure four. Then we'll take him to the ground now, and you'll see what I mean. Josh gives me a left punch. 1, 2, 3. Here I boom, drop, boom, right down to here. Now, from this position, I'll
he trained hard.
Right here.
That's Sifu Joseph Simon. He's got some great stuff. He's one of the original guys on YouTube that really kind of paved the way for the rest of us. And I think he was C-Lot. He did train C-Lot. So I hope that answers your question. All right, a couple more. Man, we've been going for a little over an hour. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I like this. I enjoy this. If you guys like and love this, let me know. And don't forget, dude, super chat. Super chat. Hit that. You don't want to do the super chat? Izzo Wing Chun over on PayPal. Saineth Marlowe 6596 over on using Wing Chun to beat any grappler video, where I talked about how Wang Shenggung proves that there's a one hard, one soft energy for it. Everyone has a plan till they get their ass kicked. I only believe something when they perform it, though, when they perform their so-called techniques under pressure against a solid fighter. Again, there you go. And that's the one thing is, like, to everybody, they want to see something work in the MMA. That's the only way they're ever going to be convinced on things. And then the problem is, that's it. They're never going to do it. It's like, okay, what if it works on the street in like a half of a second? And does that invalidate the system, what they learn? Now let's talk about your thumbnail. Oh my God, man. It is one of the wrestling monsters. Yeah, Krellin, the greatest wrestler in the history of the sport. The guy who inspired all of us when we were kids wrestling. The Russian that was just the machine, the experiment. But great. Even Prime Ip Man cannot beat him using advanced Wing Chun. Yeah, because it's Krellin, and nobody could. The guy had, to my knowledge, 2 losses. One was to Rulon Gardner, and it was the biggest load of shit on the planet. Yeah, that was the biggest embarrassment ever when I watched that Olympic match. I was embarrassed to be an American. Fat Rulon Gardner, who made it to the Olympics, beat the greatest wrestler of all time, even better than Dan Gable, by a technicality. Because he had a point awarded to him from like a locked hand position that Krellin couldn't have. And because he didn't win, Krellin lost. And that has always pissed me off every time somebody says something about that. Indeed, another wrestler who knows Wing Chun might be able to use some Wing Chun once he negates the wrestler's techniques using wrestling. Dude, that's me. You're talking specifically about me. And you look like a stoner who's full of shit. Doesn't know what he's talking about. There's no anti-grappling at all. You cannot do anti-grappling. You just can only grapple. That's it. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, my God. Universal Red Guard. Have you heard of Tony Valente, Wing Chun guy? No, I have not. Let's look this up, and we'll call it. Otherwise, I could keep talking for another friggin' hour. I don't want to do that to you guys. I enjoy this, but, limit it that. We have a Tony Valente Wing Chun. All right, let's take a look. Oh, God, please. If you're worshiping this, then I don't. Okay. Let's take a look here first. Community. Is there a community? No, there's not. Damn it. Go back. Okay. Oh, all right. Sure. Wing Chun blocking for boxing. It's a 4-second video. No, thanks. It's okay. 57. Okay, these are videos are years and years old. He's got nothing longer than looks like nothing even close to a minute. Huh. What do I think of his stuff? I don't think anything of his stuff. I'm not seeing anything worth enough to think about it. 6 seconds, 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 17 seconds. Yeah. Bruce Lee was going to beat up Leo Fong. Oh, that's the first video he's doing in quite a while. All right, well, cool, man. No, I'm not. Never About the Streets Wing Chun Secret Manual if you want to support this channel. Okay. Yeah, I'm not finding anything of value on his stuff. He has a lot of shorts. Yeah, let me take a look. All right, let's just look at some of them.
A Kung Fu technique, classical style. It's fast.
He has no structure. You can see it. He has no structure. He's Bruce Lee. He's all about the fast hands. If you even look, I'm not trying to disrespect. Okay, he has no structure. If somebody gave him forward pressure, he wouldn't know how to handle forward pressure. I'm not. Whenever I say this stuff, you get maybe somebody like this wants to put it out there so that somebody like me will say it, and then you touch hands with him, and then maybe he keeps the secret sauce, off video. I don't know, but based on this, I'm not impressed at all. Yeah, he has no structure. And you could tell when you get to the point of your training and you've really done Wing Chun, you could tell when somebody's hands are their intent is in their hand versus their elbow. If you really look at his hands have the intent going forward. Nothing is coming from his elbow. So, yes, hands like it's so hard to articulate, but at the final movement of something, when you see somebody's hands rigid, it's like boom, they that's where their intent is, and it shouldn't be. Let's look at his wooden dummy. Yeah, he's high. He raises his energy up. He's a Bruce Lee fan. He doesn't have structure. Yeah, no, I'm not disrespecting. I'm not a fan of him. What the fuck is this? Oh my gosh. Richard G, thank you, you sexy motherfucker. Richard G, if you were here, I would kiss you and then I would poxow you in the fucking face, man. Because that's what guys do. We kiss each other like Italians, you know, and then we just poxow each other in the fucking face. That's right. No homo. Yeah, if you look, yeah. He doesn't have structure. And it's not being disrespectful. It just is what it is. You know what? He's somebody who looks like he learned Wing Chun from a book. It's as simple as that.
The Kung Fu masters, where honor is not taken lightly.
And he's creating content, so I don't care. It's like Jake Mace, right? Jake Mace still around? Let's see. It's like Jake Mace and Freddie. Shit. Oh hell, who the heck is it? He's out of my area too. I gotta look him up in a second. Does Jake Mace still do anything? Dude, he hasn't done anything in years. Why? Oh, Freddie Lee, yeah. Oh, shut up, dude. I have nothing against Jake Mace. I think what Jake did is he passed on his passion. The guy's in superior fucking shape. He's awesome. Dude, well, Freddie Lee, he's out of my area. Yeah, it is Freddie Lee, right? Let's see. Freddie Lee, I've never met Freddie Lee. I don't know anything about his stuff. Yeah, Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. He's up to 644,000 subscribers. Good for him. He was a cop. He left being a cop, all this stuff. He's out east of me in Evanston area. It's about 35 minutes from me. All that shit. I don't know, whatever. The Sergio that
hey guys,
that hang on, that he's talking about, he's challenged by Sergio. Oh, I'll tell you exactly who that fucking cunt is. Oh, hang on a second. Maybe I'll do a video on this one. Hard to hurt. The Sergio, I don't even have to watch the video. Oh, let's spill some tea. I don't know Icy Mike. We've never talked. I like some of his stuff. I think he's entertaining. The Sergio that that fucking is challenging him is, where is this clown? This fucking clown. Oh my God. And if it gets back to him, good. The guy has been a douche for fucking I don't know how long. Oh, I've never talked about this. You guys are close this one out in a good one. Hang on. Where is he at? Okay, 2 years ago. Let me see. And I think I may still have the receipts, as the kids say. I gotta find this. Let's see. Where is it at? Because Mike has talked about Sergio, who has come to his channel and taught him Wing Chun. And I've always said, if Mike's exposure to Wing Chun has been this fucking tool of a guy, then Mike has never had exposure to Wing Chun. Even though I know that they all work with like Jason Lee on this one. Oh shit, where is it? It had to be a couple years old. We're in the 3-year mark. That just chapped my ass. As soon as I saw that Jake Mace got challenged, I know exactly what some guys were doing years ago to build their YouTube channels. Oh, I've seen him. Where's he at? You couldn't have taken him down. Let's see. Oh, this is really gonna piss me off. What do I think about Tony Jai White? I don't know. Tony Jai White, isn't it? Oh, here he is. This tool, This tool, Sergio, I will in real time find the receipts with you. This guy was part of the forums years ago.
What's up? I'm Mike.
Where? Oh, come on, dude. I'm really hating my YouTube right now. All right, let's look at Sergio's channel. Now I could go down the wormhole here of finding it out. Sergio's channel, where is it at? I see Mike. Oh, Sergio's such a tool. Sergio, is it Perez? This guy, yeah, Sergio Perez. So let's pull this stuff up. Appreciate you guys sitting down with me here on this one. Wing Chun. All I remember, and maybe it was 10 years ago. Okay, where's he at? Did he take his channel down? Whatever, Sergio Perez. Let me go look on my inbox and see if that message is still there. Okay, let's do this. Is oh here, bigger one. Sergio Perez. Yeah, dude, this is the shit, right? So 2015. Sergio Perez used to sit there and DM me every now and then, comment on my stuff, questions, this and that. I don't remember what the fuck happened. Yeah, because he sat there and he shitmouthed. So in 2016, I had to delete you. Funny how you compliment my videos, but in private talk crap about me. He sat there and here he is. I used to think you were cool until I saw many things. I didn't like the 1-inch punch you copied from me. And you never replied to any of my messages. And I always comment on your videos in public, not privately. This shows you how stupid the martial arts community was. He did a challenge video on me on his YouTube channel, challenging me to a fight. And I think he did light burly too, because he didn't like he literally was going around sparring and showing how like he was sparring. Dude, this is it. I did a 1-inch punch video. My YouTube channel, over 100,000 subscribers. He had like 500, and he tells me that I copied a 1-inch punch video from him. I'm like, dude, here, all the best to you. And I politely responded, whatever. Yeah, good morning. I did a video about you. Oh, and Master Wong. It wasn't like Burley. Please let me know if you want to see it. I'm not sure would share it. The video is unlisted. That's when he challenged me and Master Wong separately to a punch or a fight. So when I see him doing Jake Mace shit, oh my God, where is this clown? Foo. Oh yeah. Tony Jai White, Tony Jai and Michael Jai White, they're fucking awesome is what they are. Yeah, here's his YouTube. Has he done anything? Dude, he challenges fucking people. Why? What is he doing? Oh, well, look at his best highlights. Oh my, I need to make a video. 8 days ago. Okay, we did a video 3 weeks ago. Yeah, did he ever challenge me? What if I could search his stuff? Let's see. Search Dominick Izzo. No. Okay. That it was a private video. But he challenges people. Let's look at his fighting. The best fighting highlights. Okay, let's look. Oh, I forgot all about this clown. He just was an ass who just had to sit there and go and... Oh, God. Kung Fu, but he's a kickboxer. Okay, what are we looking at? You getting taped? And it's sparring shit, dude. These guys aren't fighting. This is the problem I had with this community is They consider this fighting. You come and spar with me and we'll prove if your Wing Chun works. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm so not impressed by this. Yeah, but he was upset. Jake Mace video challenger. He got challenging Jake Mace. Oh my God, I didn't ever see this. This is fucking great. Oh, I appreciate you guys for reminding me about this.
Search for practical combat.
This tool. This guy is a tool. You know what? I no contact with him. I think it's pissed at me. Oh, I hate my YouTube. Come on, dude. Come on, start streaming, you mother son of a bitch.
Jake, I'm pretty sure you know who I am at this point. I hope you understand I'm a legit practitioner in everything I do in my channel is for the love of the Chinese martial arts, the traditional Chinese martial arts.
Okay.
And I am extremely, for the person that knows me, an extremely positive person, always looking out for the better of my friends and the greater good. Jake, there is a lot of controversy with you, and I would like to help you. And I think that by me helping you, you're gonna be helping yourself, and we together can change the world.
Okay.
We can change many things if we work together. In this case, I'm inviting you to have an exhibition fight with me with amateur rules. It can be MMA, it can be kickboxing, it could be Muay Thai. An exhibition fight is nothing bad, it's nothing with the intention to hurt each other.
He did this, he did this dick riding shit to build his channel. That's all he did. And Jake Mace, who was stupid enough to give him attention, whatever. But then Jake Mace hasn't done anything in about 5 years, it looked like. And I took 5 years off of this channel, so I understand that on that. All right, yeah, let's call it. I mean, shit. I mean, we could hang out more, but you know, what are you gonna do, guys? Listen, I'll continue to do these lives, and let's have some more fun. I love when you guys are involved. I think it's awesome. And comment on what you want to see. If you got any suggestions, I will go over your comments. Call in next time. Don't leave me be. Don't leave me sad. You know, come on, dude. Let's hang out. Let's have some. All you awesome guys. Hiram, Richard, thanks for sponsoring the show tonight. If you guys want to, you got a couple seconds to hit that super chat or the thanks button if you're watching the replay. Or donate, sponsor the show at Izzo Wing Chun at PayPal. And thanks, guys. I appreciate that. See you guys in the next video. Be safe out there. Train hard, you sons of bitches. And, oh, God, Sifu Sergio. What a fucking tool. Not that Sifu Sergio. The Sifu Sergio from Wing Chun is good. That guy is a tool. See you guys.